Always love talking with my next guest, who's coming off a really big win, Costello Van Steenis, who just defeated Fabian Edwards back at the Bellator Euro Series 8 on September 26th. I think I got that right. Costello, how's it going, man?
I'm doing great, man. I've been just chilling after the fight, recovering.
Yes. Did you have to quarantine? Like, what happened after the fight with that?
Yeah, I mean, when we got to Milan in Italy, we had to stay in our rooms like for 24 hours or so.
Okay.
And then just had to stay in the hotel the whole week for 5-6 days. We weren't allowed to go outside or anything.
Yeah, how was that for you? I mean, it's a very interesting time right now, having a fight during a pandemic.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's all right. It's all right. It's not too bad. But of course, it's better. If COVID wasn't there, then it would have been a lot better.
Yes, no, absolutely. Now, when did you find out about that fight? Because I was actually going to try and interview you before the fight, but it seemed like Bellator kind of announced it at the last minute. When did you find out about the actual matchup leading into the fight?
Yeah, I got a phone call of the manager, Nima. He told me 5 weeks before the fight.
Oh, gotcha.
I was in Spain eating a pizza. I remember I was eating a pizza in Spain on the beach. And he rang me. He said, he messaged me first saying, Costello, I got some important news. Call me when you got time. So I rang him straight away. I was like, yo, what's up? Yeah, we got a fight. Okay, I got 5 weeks. I got loads of weight to cut.
Yeah.
That's cool. So just got straight to business. I got a few days later, I got the plane back to Holland and started training my ass off really hard.
Yeah, well, and it worked out, man. What a great win that was over really, like, they don't give you any easy opponents in Bellator. Fabian Edwards is a pretty notable guy. What was the game plan heading into the fight? Because you look pretty much in control of that fight.
Well, at the beginning, I only had 5 weeks of training camp. At the beginning, the game plan was just do my fight how I always fight. But like 10 days after training, when I was back in Holland training, 10 days later, I got injured really badly from my back shoulder. I got a vein stuck or something in my back. And it was just, I couldn't even hold my toothbrush up. And my toothbrush was like, well, while I was brushing my teeth, it was that bad that my hand just fell down the whole time. So I had to hold my hand and start brushing my teeth like that. I thought maybe it's because I got too excited and I was training too hard the first 10 days. But I went to loads of other doctors and they told me you got something here stuck and tendons maybe, I think it's called. I don't know what it's called in English. But they told me I need to take a rest. Well, I can't rest, of course. So I try to do as much as possible. And then the game plan was like, okay, we're going to fight. We're going to change our fighting style like him. Don't go in aggressive and get your points. And when you see an opening or when you see a chance, you do your thing and just go in hard. So the first round was like, he touches me, I touch him. Or I touch him and I try not to get touched, you know? Mm-hmm. And then if I see an opening, I go in hard. Well, that was in the second round when I saw the openings. And that's when I gassed out because my stamina was also really on point.
That's crazy. So you had to deal with this the entire fight. Was there ever a point you thought you might have had to pull out of the fight with the injury?
Yeah, definitely. 1 week before the fight, a little bit more than a week before the fight, like 9 days before the fight, my trainer told, because while I was training, I wasn't feeling good in my head. The training was going crap because my right arm was it's like an arm of a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
And my trainer told me, yo, let's have a serious talk because the guy you're fighting, I believe you can beat him, but you need to be yourself, you know? I'm like, and I was talking with other people, and I said, no, I'm believing myself. I can beat this guy. I can beat this guy even like this. Thank God my trainer let me fight because he was on points to cancel the fight. I was like, oh, that would have made me so upset.
So that must make the win even sweeter that you overcame all this, still got the win over a pretty notable guy in Fabian Edwards as well. When it went to the judges' scorecards, were you pretty confident you had the decision? Because you never really know with judging. It was a split, right?
Yeah, it was a split decision. I was confident that I would win. I was confident I had the first round with the pressure and the kicks. I had more points with kicks and pressure. And second round was definitely mine. Third round was definitely Fabian's. But then I heard split decision and I was like, okay, fuck. This is gonna be a pain in my heart, maybe, you know.
Yeah.
But thank God it got my way.
How do you celebrate after a win like that, especially with everything you had to go through?
I just got to plane to Spain after Milan. Well, first went to our room, we bought a bottle of a drink, and we toasted.
Yeah.
But then I went back to Holland, and the day after I went to Spain. and
Okay.
just enjoy the weather over here, you know, back home.
Gotcha. How's the shoulder or arm now or whatever? How you dealing with that?
It's all right. I've been contacting loads of other physios and doctors here in Spain, and like every 3 days I visit someone to have taken care of my shoulder and that. But I don't know. I'm not really happy with it yet. It's getting better, but too slow. If I wish I could fight this year one more time. So I want it to be 100% though this time when I fight, because I don't want to fight on points. I want to finish the fight.
Right.
And for that, I need my right arm and shoulder.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. You don't want to rush back into it. So you're looking sort of early next year maybe to get in there just to make sure that the shoulder's 100%.
Yeah. Well, if they would call me now, I'd say December. I believe I'll be ready in December. I mean, I'll keep my cardio up. My strength is not there yet, but it'll be back in December. I'm 100% sure. Hopefully.
Any opponents you're looking at? You know, one of the cool things with Bellator right now, they're on CBS Sports Network now. They're on Thursday nights. They're signing all these fighters. I don't know if you've seen, they brought a bunch of UFC guys over. It must be a pretty exciting time to be in the promotion.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, they're signing loads of good fighters. I'd like to fight all of them, man. But, you know, I've heard Alessio Sakara was supposed to fight last week. But I don't know why that didn't happen. But he's coming back to middleweight. I saw he was fighting some guy in the middleweight. I mean, he's a legend in the sport. He's a great fighter. I'd love to fight him.
That would be an awesome fight. Stylistically, how do you look at that fight between the two of you? Because that would be just fireworks.
Yeah, he's a stand-up fighter. You know, he can knock people out. Mm-hmm. So I'd definitely like to feel a punch of him.
Yeah, no, it'd be a really cool matchup. I wanted to go back to the fight before. We haven't spoken since you lost to John Salter. What did you take away the most from that fight? Because that was, your first loss in Bellator. I'm sure you took away a lot from that one.
Yeah, it woke me up. You know, I was really I don't want to say stupid, but it was really dumb of me fighting. You know, we had a game plan set up for that fight, and as soon as I landed a punch on him, and I saw his eyes looking weird, like, oh, okay, I need to hold up a bit. That's when I switched my focus on him, and I thought, okay, this is my chance. I'm going to finish this guy. And that's all the time when I messed up. I came in with a jumping knee. I mean, why would you come in suddenly with a jumping knee to a high elite wrestler? I mean, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Not out of nowhere. Yeah, unless your name is Masvidal.
Right. Yeah.
So, but I learned a lot. Just keep my focus. Don't get in too hard. I mean, Gegard himself and my trainer Ricardo have been drilling me, saying, "Dude, you're fighting like a teenager. Stop it. You need to use your brain, just focus." Like, yeah. So we've been working on that a lot.
You mentioned Gegard there. He's got his fight against Douglas Lima coming up here. Are you part of that camp, or are you back home in Spain?
No, I'm back home in Spain now. I'm gonna be back in a few days, back to Holland. Now I don't know if I can help him now because I can't really do much.
Right, because of the shoulder. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I could train with him cardio-wise, but sparring-wise, yeah, I'm not really useful at the moment.
I wonder how he's holding up during the quarantine. I'm going to be interviewing him in a little bit, but he doesn't strike me as the guy who likes to sit around too long, not getting to fight, because he likes to get in there, right? Especially a big fight like this against Douglas Lima. Have you spoken to Gegard?
Yeah, I've spoken to him when he started his training camp. I was finishing my training camp, and he was starting his training camp. Mm-hmm. So we've been training not all the time together, but we have been training together, especially the last 2 weeks. But he's looking forward for the fight, man. He just wants to, after, what was it, more than a year ago? Yeah, more than a year ago.
That's when we saw each other, and I was at that fight with Machida, right? So we were talking about that. That's where I beat Gegard at Street Fighter 2. You remember that?
Yeah. I remember, yeah.
Speaking of that, what's downtime looking like for you right now? You watching any Netflix or playing any video games, anything like that?
No, I was playing Call of Duty on the PlayStation back at home when I was bored, or watching a lot of Netflix. I was watching Breaking Bad actually for the first time.
Oh, you never seen it? It's pretty good, huh?
No, I finished it though in 3 weeks.
What did you think of the ending? That's one of the things people complained about. They didn't like the ending.
Yeah, no, I don't know. The guy died, right, in the ending.
I'm trying to remember. It's been years since I watched it. I feel like he did die, but yeah, I can't remember. So,
Yeah, but they're saying there's going to be a new one or something. I don't know. We'll see.
It's hard to keep up. Well, Costello, thanks so much for taking the time. Great to see you get back in the win column. And even better, I had no idea about the shoulder injury, so props to you for getting the job done. If you got anyone you want to thank, any sponsors, any social media you want to plug, the floor is yours.
Yeah, man, I want to thank my trainer, Ricardo Wondo, for always being there for me and representing MMA Vlaardingen. And my sponsors, definitely Kiro in Amsterdam, and Tony Chocoloni, Venom, and Yellow V. They helped me a lot for the training camp.
Awesome.
And Team Sassy, of course.